I mean, I think she launched a fake Me Too allegation against him, and she's lived to regret doing it because virtually every allegation she has made has fallen apart. And so for her to be honored for doing that, to try to ruin a man over absolutely nothing, is a scandal.
Yeah.
And obviously they're looking for big stars to come here and generate pages on their magazines, but that was very wrong.
Right.
My life was influenced most by my mother. Sitting here tonight, Willie Elaine McAlpin.
Oh, Blake's mother!
All right, guys, this is where everything starts to unravel. What was supposed to be just another glamorous night at the Time 100 gala quickly turned into absolute chaos. From the very beginning, tension was already brewing, with whispers about controversies and carefully crafted images. Then enters Megyn Kelly, and she didn't come to play nice. Instead of delivering the usual polished praise, she dropped a narrative that instantly shifted the mood in the room. Eyes locked, smiles faded, and suddenly Blake Lively wasn't the untouchable star everyone expected. Sitting beside her, Reynolds looked unusually tense. What started as a celebration quickly turned into a pressure cooker, and the entire audience could feel it building fast.
And her mother decided to attend the Time 100 gala. There they are. Look, I gotta be honest, they are trying so hard. All these photos are just so ridiculous. Look at the gown. This photo really took the cake for me. And I don't know if you noticed over here, who is this woman? She is my spirit animal because she wants nothing to do with this malarkey. She's like, oh, God, get me out of here. Now, this one right here, you're going to see in a second. That's Leslie Sloan. There she is. Here's my hero. Whoever, I don't know who that is, but I love her stone face. And there's Leslie Stone, which we get for the first time. She doesn't tend to like to be in the press, but we're going to put her in the press. There she is with Blake's mother, Ryan, on the red carpet as they get ready for photo ops, having a good time. Look how much fun they are having at the red carpet event because, you know, that's what couples who are suffering with traumatic, crippling fear and harassment do is they go out and smile for cameras and act like there's nothing happening. You know, Ryan looks terrified. Like Ryan genuinely stuck between these women. All a PR stunt. I'm like uncomfortable. I'm visibly uncomfortable watching them sort of force themselves to events. So we were all asking, why are they at this event?
Here's where things get brutal. Megyn Kelly begins dissecting Blake's carefully built image piece by piece, calling out inconsistencies most people never noticed. From her brand storytelling to her so-called homemade success narrative, everything suddenly comes under fire. The audience freezes. No applause, no reactions, just silence. Blake's expression tightens while Ryan goes completely quiet, and the tension becomes impossible to ignore. Kelly doesn't hold back either, exposing contradictions in interviews, business claims, and even the origins of Betty Buzz. This wasn't casual criticism, this was a direct takedown. You could see the exact moment it hit Ryan that this wasn't a joke. It was calculated, sharp, and relentless. And right there, their perfect public image started cracking in real time.
Gonna be avoiding her inside because she's expected to be here with Ryan.
I have a feeling she's going to be avoiding me. I won't be avoiding anybody.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And what do you think of her new movie, Another Simple Favor? People are saying she's feuding with Anna. Do you believe that? Or?
I couldn't care less, but I do care when people bastardize Me Too allegations against, people who don't deserve it. And I think, notwithstanding the fact that they can lawyer up with very powerful PR people and lawyers and so on, we have to be very clear-eyed on what looks real and what doesn't and call it out when it isn't. Otherwise, no one who's actually experienced these things is going to be believed.
Well, I mean, I got to give Megyn Kelly, hold on, this is going to hurt me to say, so much credit here for basically saying, we don't care about her movie, A Simple Favor 2 or whatever. Who cares? The point is, if she made up these Me Too allegations, which Megyn Kelly rightfully says pretty much every one of her allegations has been explained away, then she's bastardizing a movement. So this gets in the way of real victims. By standing up against somebody who made something up, if she did, you are clearing the path so victims have a sort of a highway, a transportation to get to the authorities, to get to the people that can help them, whether it be to share their story and be believed. It gets rid of the boy who cried wolf, if Blake Lively is that.
And what do you think of Hugh Jackman and Taylor Swift being dragged into this? Like, do you think it's unfair or?
Well, I mean, look, either Taylor Swift is her dragon or she isn't. I don't know. That's what Blake Lively says, so I guess I'll have to take her at her word, even though I really shouldn't. So if I were Taylor, I'd speak out about it. Obviously, she's reportedly distanced herself from Blake Lively. All right.
Yeah, there it is. So Taylor Swift deciding not to comment really at all publicly about this shows.
Now things move backstage, and this is where it gets messy. The moment the spotlight disappears, the polished Hollywood image falls apart. According to insiders, Blake reportedly loses composure, emotional and visibly shaken. Meanwhile, Ryan switches instantly into damage control mode, pacing the room, making calls, trying to contain what just happened. This isn't a glamorous couple anymore. This is a full crisis unfolding. Phrases like, "We need to get our story straight," begin surfacing, and that alone raises serious questions. It stops being about truth and starts becoming about control. There are even claims about attempts to suppress footage and manage the narrative before it spreads further. And when things reach that level behind closed doors, it's clear the situation has gone far beyond what the public saw on stage.
Bring it on.
What I will speak to separately is the feeling of being a woman who has a voice today.
Sorry, I keep interrupting, but I got a commentary, and I'm so sick of her saying, "A woman who has a voice today," as if she didn't have a voice previously. Girl, you have one of the loudest voices I've seen in Hollywood. You stole the entire damn movie from Justin. You threatened him. "I will not promote this unless I get this. I will not do this unless you get that. I will not sign that until I get this." You have the biggest voice I've seen. I've watched far too many interviews. You're all about authorship and getting your way. So don't you dare keep trying to play like you are a woman that doesn't have a voice.
And since I could speak, because of the pain, caution, and fight of the many women who have paved the way and the men who stood beside them.
Oh, thank you all women for allowing me to take this man's movie and be a mean girl and do whatever I want. Thank you, women. I hope you're proud of me now. Are you proud, women? Let me know in the comments as you're watching.
Millions I will never know the name of, because every life, every act, big or small, affects another. Before I say more, I want to warn that I will speak about tonight covers trauma, so please feel free to step away if you need.
Yeah, just leave the gala. Go into the lobby, I guess. And sorry, because I got to share a story to help my PR.
My life was influenced most by my mother, sitting here tonight, Willie Elaine McAlpin.
Oh, Blake's mother. Oh, I don't know what's worse, when celebrities need affection or if they need to have now their parents get affection.
She's an eternal optimist, and she's always leaving me messages, hooping and hollering and saying, "Whoop, life's just a bowl of cherries." It's true, always. And she'll get your number tonight. She'll leave you those messages, so please be warned.
Oh my God, steer clear. Steer clear, people.
But at her urging and her unwavering bravery, she wanted me to share with you that she is the survivor of the worst crime someone can commit against a woman.
She's using the Time 100 gala to reveal this? Girl, did you forget you had a whole movie about this that you refused to talk about? That literally, someone's like, what do people do if they have this and they want to talk about the subject matter? They can get my social security number or my location share. I don't know. Like, you did everything in your power to avoid this topic. And you had a mom who went through it. And now you're dropping it out during this whole drama that's backfired on you. And you thought this is the time and place? And how convenient that People Magazine's there with their iPhone to catch and post this evening. Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
I've watched her conceal her raw and undeserved shame my entire life. So as her daughter, being asked to share this today is monumental.
Thanks, Mom, for giving me your moment so I can look like a victim through you. This is like when Amber took her assistant's story. Do you guys remember? I didn't think that she could get worse, but I'm speechless.
We name it, we change it. Just as our fellow Time 100 honoree, the incredible Giselle Pellicot, put it to every woman who understood. It's not...
Now comes the part that hits differently. Megyn Kelly shifts toward the emotional narrative, focusing on how personal storytelling may have been used as a strategy. The spotlight turns to Blake's repeated references to her mother, Elaine McAlpin, which had always been presented as heartfelt and genuine. But now it raises questions. Was it real, or was it part of a carefully crafted image? Kelly suggests a pattern forming over time, where emotional appeal blends into branding. Then the contradictions begin stacking up, with multiple origin stories, conflicting interviews, and shifting narratives across years. The audience isn't just surprised anymore, they're uncomfortable. Because this is no longer about a single moment. It's about a consistent pattern that's now being exposed all at once.
Which obviously has a huge upside. You can feature Deadpool in these commercials. People know who you are. The downside is you cannot always control what the internet is saying about you.
What I love is he's like, oh, is this softball interviewer actually trying to go somewhere that I told her we're not allowed to go? He's like,
what the headlines are saying about you. So how has that media attention impacted your brand, your businesses?
Well, I mean, it's a good question. And she didn't ask the elephant in the room, but she kind of did, right? She's like, how does all the negative attention affect your businesses? Because if you scroll through the comments of this video, Team Justin all the way. But let's hear his response.
No, it's like Tina Fey says, if you're feeling good about yourself, just go online.
I mean, that's true, but of course he has to position himself right away as the victim.
Which is so true. Honestly, I give a lot of talks to students about storytelling and about, how you can do it in different buckets. You can do it in unexpected ways. My company's North Star is bringing people together in smart, fun, and unexpected ways. And when I do these talks, sometimes the last one I did, I mentioned that the greatest superpower I ever had in my life, I'm not talking about just my career or anything, was knowing who I am. And when you're young and you're in your 20s, you're trying, at least I was, you're trying on personalities like they're shirts. You're literally just, I'll be this person.
And just when it seems like things can't escalate further, they do. Kelly turns her focus to the couple's public image, and suddenly everything looks different. Their social media moments, red carpet appearances, even candid-looking photos start to feel staged. According to insiders, many of these interactions were planned and coordinated in advance. What once felt authentic now appears like a performance. Even their most viral and emotional moments begin to look scripted. That realization changes everything. Former insiders suggest that personal relationships became part of a larger brand strategy, where even private interactions had a purpose. Once that idea takes hold, the perception shifts completely. People aren't just watching celebrities anymore. They're questioning a carefully constructed image that now feels manufactured.